Tonight on MasterChef Australia. We wrap up Kids Week with a very exciting masterclass.
Who wants to eat?
Gary makes a mouth-watering roast chicken and bacon salad with some help from his friends. Matt shows us his 1-minute ice cream for cheats.
Good taste.
George gives us the secret to cooking delicious roast barramundi.
Look at the colour on that skin.
Every cook's favourite companion, Stephanie Alexander, whips up a Silverbeet Tort that kids will love. Plus, the perfect pancake.
Let's eat more pancakes.
Burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star in our souls. We all know our dreams make us who we are. We got today, so spin me round and show me the way back to burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star in our souls. We all know our dreams make us who we are.
Right. Oh, gee, I have to clear my ears. Welcome to Masterclass. Welcome to the MasterChef kitchen. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I reckon. Are you taller than George? Come here. Let's
Come
have a
on,
look. Come here.
let's measure. It's been Kids Week all week, and we've cooked some crazy things, including liver and Brussels sprouts. But today, don't worry, because we're going to do Matt's 1-minute ice cream, we're going to cook pancakes, and we've got a special guest, right? But first, we're going to make a yummy roast chicken salad. Are we ready to learn something? This little bit here is all about getting involved with the family. It's something for the weekend. We're going to make roast chicken, little stuffing balls, bacon and salad leaves. Right, Saxon, you're going to tie the chicken with me, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of things. Stuff the lemon in the chicken's bum. Why is that funny? And some thyme. Who can tell me what the lemon and the thyme are going to do for the chicken? What's going to happen? Tell me.
Seasoning.
It's going to season it, and it's going to go through the chicken so it tastes a little bit of lemon, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of garlic, and this one, oregano. Right, Saxon, put a bit of the oregano in the chicken's bum, and then I want you to take the string like this, okay, and you tuck it under its tail, and then you're going to tie it round the legs and the parson's nose, like you're tying your shoelaces. Cross the legs over and push the legs in, and just tighten the string. That's it. And then what you do is you draw that string down the side of the legs, and then a bit of chicken acrobatics, you've got to flip it over. Ah, you are good. Now, bring the string around the front. You're going to tie it. Boom. Saxon, you are amazing. Round of applause for Saxon. Whoa, right. Now, step away, kids, a little bit that way, all right? Because we're going to put some oil in a pan, okay? We're going to make sure that this pan is nice and hot, and then we're going to brown this chicken a little bit, okay? Now, I put it in on one side like this first, okay? Does anybody know why we brown things in a frying pan? Tell me. Make it crisp, yeah? But mainly to make it taste nice. Yum! Yum, 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 yum. And a little bit of pepper, a little bit more salt, and then into a roasting tray, like that. And I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil on. The olive oil is going to help it cook and go nice and crispy. And that chicken will take about an hour to cook. I'm getting hungry already. You hungry? Yeah. I'm starving. Right, stand back into the oven and we'll see that little chicken in about an hour. Okay, stuffing balls. When we make stuffing, we need flavour to go into the stuffing. So I've got an onion, which I've chopped finely, and a little bit of garlic. Now what we're doing with these onions is we're going to cook them for a few minutes over a low heat so they become translucent, which means a little bit see-through and also soft. What will happen is all the flavour will come out of the garlic and the onions. You smell it already? Yeah. Smell the garlic already? Yeah. Now for the stuffing, we need breadcrumbs, and stale bread is perfect. Everybody cover your ears, your eyes, press the on button. Stop. Right, we'll have a look at those in a second. Who knows what this herb is? Sage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this very thinly. Right, sage in. And what's this one? Parsley. Absolutely right. So I'm going to go very finely through it one way. Do you reckon you could tip the breadcrumbs in there? There you go. Brilliant stuff. We're going to mix that in there. Now, because the onions are nice and soft now, we're going to tip that into the breadcrumbs. Can you imagine how much flavour's in there now? You've taken stale bread and we've put lots of bits and pieces in there to make it taste nice. Give it a stir, give it a mix. Okay, and then, see those eggs? Let's break 2 eggs into there. Give it a mix, but this time I want you to use your hands.
Why aren't you doing it?
Because we only need one person with dirty hands, I reckon. What do you reckon? So this is white pepper. Is it starting to stick together?
Yeah.
Next, we're going to make this into little balls, okay? It's got to be nice and tight and round. Next bit, salad. These are snow pea tendrils, all right? And there's lots of different salad leaves. Are you a rabbit? Try one. So some things are really sweet and some things are quite bitter. So for example, that's sweet. Have you ever had this before? That one's whitloff. They're quite bitter, okay? But the reason we put dressing or vinaigrette on is so that bitter leaves become a little sweeter and softer because of the oils. So what I want you guys to do is to pick little herbs like this, all nice and small. So we've got some flowers, yeah? And then this is frisée. It's frizzy, so it's frisée. It's like a wig, look. We won't use that one now. Okay, so just pick some little leaves, all right? And pop them in the bowl. And then we end up with a nice mixed salad. So can you do that? Right. Another bit of the salad up this end. They're boiled eggs, so you got to peel them. Off you go. You peel those. And then under that bench is some bacon. This is kind of special bacon. This is pancetta, all right? And pancetta is the belly of the pig, and it's been cured, so it means it's been salted for a long time. So it gets very intense in flavour. Anybody eat prosciutto? Yeah? So if you put that sheet of paper on top, and then you put another tray on top of that sheet, and that keeps the bacon really flat when we cook it. So that goes into the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's golden brown and flat. So eggs peeling, lettuce picking, right, stuffing balls. In a good non-stick pan, about a medium heat, we're just going to pop those in, and we're going to fry those until they're golden brown on all sides. You could put this in the chicken, but you'll have a different result, all right? You can tuck that under a bench somewhere, that's fine. Do you want to turn over some? But only when they start to go golden brown. Look at that, that's beautiful. It's Kids Week here on MasterChef, and we're making roast chicken, little stuffing balls, bacon, and salad leaves. I need you kids just to move out the way a little bit, because I'm going to make a quick dressing, all right? You can do this. I want one teaspoon of mustard into the blender. Yep. Crack 1 egg in there. And I want to put 2 tablespoons full of red wine vinegar.
With this?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Now, click it in. See that like that? Yeah?
Yep.
And then give it a buzz. Bzz. Go. Turn it on. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that that's nice and fluffy and foamy. They're looking fluffy and foamy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's take that off. Yeah. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in. And a little bit of pepper. Yeah, off you go. That's brilliant. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some oil in. This is walnut oil, which is very different. Dip your finger in there and taste that. Should taste like walnuts.
Yes. It does.
Okay, so we're going to put a bit of that in, stick that on and blend that. Done. So that's our dressing. I'm going to taste. Oh, yum. Here. Taste.
Okay. That's good dressing.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we've got our salad, we've got our eggs, we've got our dressing, we've got some lovely little walnuts, okay? And these are sunflower seeds. Anybody eaten sunflower seeds before? Have you eaten them before? They're sort of nutty and nice. And these are pepitas, they're like pumpkin seeds, squash seeds. Now, we just need to grab our chicken and our bacon. Roast chicken. See what's happened to the bacon? Look. Wow. Nice. So, you know you can tell a chicken is cooked when the juices from the chicken run clear, okay? Legs first. Legs first. Yum. Who likes chicken? I like chicken too. So to take the breasts off, there's a bone right down the middle. So I have to carve it down there, and then I just tease it away. You can see the lemon inside. And can you smell? Can you smell the lemon? Smell. Can you smell the lemon? Yeah.
What lemon?
The lemon! We're going to plate up. So you put that piece of chicken there, yep. And then another piece of chicken here. Right. If you want to, you can put a piece of bacon on top like that. Who wants a chicken bone? Right. See these little balls of stuffing? Put a couple into there. Wait. That's it. One more here. Now, dressing. And then, who likes gooey eggs, huh? Gooey eggs. Finally, we got these lovely lettuce leaves that you guys picked. All right, so what I do is I just pick and choose what I want to go onto the plate, okay? So I might do a few of these, a few of those. A couple of little walnuts, just sprinkle just a couple on, like that. A couple of the sunflower seeds, and then a few of the pumpkin seeds. Right. Last little bit. Right. So there it is, roast chicken, little stuffing balls, bacon and salad leaves. Who wants to eat? Look, only 4 of you can try it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up you come. I want you to use your hands, yeah, and dive in and eat something. Tuck in. If you want, you can just tear a little bit of chicken, like that, and dip it in the dressing, because we like using our hands.
The bacon good.
Oh.
Yummy.
Yum. Have a tried stuffing ball.
Oh.
You happy? You like it?
It's really yummy.
Will you try and make it on the weekend with your mum and dad?
Yes.
Right, that's our roast chicken and salad done. I want you all to get stuck in the kitchen and help mum and dad to cook. Why? Because you'll starve to death if you don't.
Who likes ice cream? Yeah, everybody? Okay, I'm going to show you a really simple ice cream that takes a minute to make. It's kind of like a soft serve, and you don't need an ice cream machine. You don't need to wait for anything to freeze. So it's really, really simple. But if I'm going to cook, I'm not going to wear this business, because that's silly. So I need someone. How about you, Liam? You can be me. Tie it around your neck. That's right. And I think you'll need the jacket as well, young man.
Okay.
The beauty about this ice cream is really simple. All you need for it is frozen fruit, some sugar, and some egg whites, okay? But these are just tinned peaches, tinned pears, and frozen strawberries. So to make this ice cream, we've got 500 grams of frozen, and just pour it in like that. Okay, now, about 70 grams of sugar. Pour that in as well. You ready to press the start button? Go. Get your egg whites. Look, there's 2 egg whites there, and just pour it in here like this. Keep your fingers crossed. What you should see is it start going pale at the bottom. This is starting to go pale here. as it works it through? What do you reckon? I reckon mine's winning. Look, see that one's turning into ice cream here? Because I like peaches and cream, we're just going to pour in about half a cup of cream into that, which is a bit decadent. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give yours a little bit of help. Let's not pass. We're going to pour in some lemon juice in there to help it. Look, you see it's starting to go white down the bottom there?
Yeah.
All right, let's push stop. Does that look like ice cream to you?
Yes?
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think, Liam, you should try first. That is the world's biggest. If you eat all of that, you are going to get an ice cream headache.
Good taste.
There you go.
Give me more.
Here you go, Liam.
Taste it. That is good.
Right. It's an easy way of making a dessert, which is just fruit.
It's a little too much. Brain freeze. It's too good to resist.
Right, this week's been fun. Kids Week, yeah? I'm sure you've all learnt something. And what a coup to have Shannon Bennett and Curtis Stone on the show, eh? Did you guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Unreal.
So
Fantastic. Now, I heard you guys cooked a little Barra burger. Is that right?
Yeah.
I heard it was absolutely fantastic.
I'll tell you what, how creative. Barramundi burger.
Sweet bun, crunchy burger, a little bit of lemon in the mix, which is great.
So I thought, you know, I'm going to take a little bit of inspiration from that day and use barramundi because I think it's such a lovely Australian fish and we should be eating lots of it because it's delicious. Now, Samira, that barramundi that you cooked in week 1 was not delicious.
That skin's going to be interesting.
Samira, the skin is a bit rubbery and it's not nice. It's about technique, understanding what the product is. I love it. The key importance of this little lesson and this little exercise is how to pan fry fish properly, okay? And get crispy skin. Pay attention, all right? So the dish that we're actually going to cook is roasted barramundi with ham hock and vegetable broth. What I've got under this little cartouche here is smoked ham hocks. And because these take a couple of hours to cook, I've had them on while you guys have been outside. Now, in there is smoked ham hocks, a mirepoix of vegetables, some carrots, celery, onions, garlic, leek, and some peppercorns and bay leaf. Fill it up with water, let it tick away until what happens is we get the meat literally falling off the bone. And that is just delicious.
George, was the hock skinned? Did you take the skin off
No,
the
we've
hock?
kept... There's the skin of the hock there. People tend to throw that out. I don't. I take that out, I put it on a tray, let it cool down, right? And then shred it up really fine and crispy fry it, right? Now, if you don't want to use ham hocks or pork hocks, you can smoke, you know, chicken wings and braise them and use it for the same sort of idea that we're doing here. Right, fish preparation. Beautiful barramundi. How do we know when fish is fresh?
It doesn't smell like fish.
Samira, should never smell a fish. It should smell salty, sweet, okay? When you touch the flesh, it should spring back like that has there, all right? It should be nice and glossy and shiny. Now, I look where the belly sort of ends up near the top of the head. I stick my knife in and take it off that way. I don't use force, I use the blade of the knife. Now, that there is delicious. Do not throw that out. Barbecue that and serve that with a, I don't know, a lovely teriyaki glaze or, you know, this is good stuff. You know, people throw that in the bin. Nothing goes to waste, all right? Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is just have a look at the fish. And right up here, we've got this little bit of fat. Now, when you cook that fat, it goes brown. So I just slice that fat off. So what I do is look at the anatomy of the fish and go, okay, let me make a decision here. If I cut it there and then cut it there, what I end up with is a more even slice of fish that's going to cook more evenly, all right? I'm going to make some little incisions that are going to assist in helping it cook beautifully and even, but make it look beautiful. So I just pinch like that the flesh of the fish and I make slight incisions and then set the fish aside. When we cook fish, we cook it at room temperature. Why, Vern?
I'm not too sure. I think it'll be something to do with the protein. Yeah.
Well, what would happen is the outside would overcook before the centre is cooked because it will be super cold.
Okay.
All right. And you know, I see loads of chefs, they're holding the fish down because they want to get crispy skin because the only reason why is because they've taken it out of the fridge and tried to put it in there. So what automatically happens is it shrinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pulls up. Now, here's our ham hock. We've taken some of that stock, popped it into a small pot, and we've strained any of the vegetables and stuff out of it. I'm just going to pick little chunks. I don't want it to look like I've cut it with a knife.
Yeah.
I don't want it to look, you know, like too sort of manufactured.
Yep.
Okay. We've got some vegetables we want to put in this. The infamous Brussels sprouts. The kids loved them this week, didn't they? I might just quarter some. And they can go into our little stock here and braise away. Now, I've also got these lovely little baby carrots, and I've literally haven't even peeled them. And then finally, I've got these beautiful, beautiful little turnips. Right, they go in. And at this point, I taste the stock. It's got enough salt, yeah. And I whack a little cartouche on that.
Why do you put that on there?
And why? Because I just want to keep as much of the flavour in the pot and hold those vegetables under the stock. Okay, now let's cook the fish. Non-stick pan, fish. I just give it a little dab because I don't want any liquid, all right? No water, nothing. I want it as dry as possible. A bit of oil. And then a little bit of sea salt. Okay, not a smoking hot pan.
You let that temperature keep coming up in that pan, or you're
Yeah,
going
we'll
to taper
slowly
it off?
come up, okay? But first I get that initial little zen-like sizzle. Now I've got my oven preheated at 180 degrees, okay? And you can see what I've just done here. Quick little shake just to make sure it's not stuck on the pan. I'm going to go into the oven for about 4 to 5 minutes.
So you put that in the oven just when the skin was starting to look crisp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crispiness is happening now,
Yeah.
okay, because you're getting a really flat surface, lots of direct heat, all right, and we're cooking the flesh now as well. Okay, so our little sort of vegetable and ham hock stews bubbling away, looking really beautiful. Our fish has been in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes, and you can see the flesh has just changed colour. Butter goes in, thyme goes in. Now, you're not going to eat this butter. It's just there to coat and flavour the fish. The rest is going to stay in the pan, Daniel.
Just checking.
At this point, I flip the fish over. Look at the colour on that skin. Come up, come up.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah?
My fish didn't look like that.
All right, see the butter's starting to foam up and I baste the fish. I baste it, and this is a glorious moment. This is the moment where you actually stop and go, oh my God, I'm about to walk down the aisle with the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. Okay?
I can't wait.
The fish out of the pan, put it on a plate. I pop it there where I'm going to start to plate up and dress.
Does fish need to rest similar to a steak? Does it need a resting period, or
No.
not so much?
Absolutely not. This is a very, very simple dish where, you know, I want the fish and all that little garnish to be the king or the queen. All right, our fish goes on. Okay, and then these lovely little leaves, I just pop them around the stock. I do not pour the stock over the flesh of the fish. Why?
Soggy.
Exactly. That's why you guys are on MasterChef.
That is well.
Now I know.
Some red vein sorrel, some little cress. This is quite peppery. And we've got a little bit of chervil here. That's quite anisey and lovely. And then finally, I've got some green oil, okay? Made with, you know, dill, parsley, tarragon, just full of flavour and punch. Well, there you have it. Roast barramundi, ham hock broth and vegetables. Kelty.
Hey.
Emma.
Hey.
Andrew.
Yum.
What do you think, Kelty?
I think it looks great. I'm dying to try that broth. It looks fantastic.
Well, ladies first.
Absolutely.
No. I nearly got you. Go, Emma. Get him. Here, Kelty.
Thank you, sir.
Here, come here,
annihilating
Emma.
it.
Here. Here, how about
That's the one.
Come on, come close. Good?
So good.
Emma, what are you tasting?
The crispy skin is really great texture and the freshness of the vegetable really comes through.
I had my doubts about the ham hock and the fish
Yeah.
really working, but that saltiness with that fish really gives it that meatiness, that
Yeah.
meaty texture really comes through. Loved it.
Andrew?
I'm a big kid and you made me love Brussels sprouts. It's
Oh,
like
there you
delicious,
go.
yeah.
Oh, good.
It's fantastic.
Good. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Take
you.
a seat.
Thank you.
The special guest we've got today has inspired the likes of Nigella and Jamie Oliver. She's also passionate about teaching kids how to love food. She runs the Kitchen Garden Foundation that has about 300 schools across Australia, including, I believe, East Bentley, where you're all from, right? Yes. Please welcome Stephanie Alexander.
Hello. Welcome to our noisy kitchen.
What a welcome.
Now, Stephanie, big question for you. How do you go from running for 21 years one of the most successful restaurants in Australia to dedicating your lives to teaching rat bags like this more about food?
Well, I think it's an incredibly important task I've taken on, and the exciting part is seeing how it works when you get kids growing their own food, cooking their own food, sitting down and enjoying it, and they love it.
How do I get my kids to eat more veg?
Well, I say let them grow them and pick them.
We know that means we have to go out into the MasterChef kitchen garden and pick all the produce we need for Stephanie's recipe. Should we go?
Let's go.
Come on, guys.
So what's the role do you see of the Kitchen Garden Foundation?
I think the whole magic of it all is really appealing to kids, that you can put a seed in the ground and something actually happens a few days later, and then it grows and it grows and grows. And for many children, that's a real wow moment. And it starts them being really interested in the connection between the food that's growing in the garden and what they eventually get to eat on their plate.
What exactly are the kids going to be picking?
Herbs and some beautiful things that are going to go into the dish we're going to cook a bit later on.
What is it?
We're going to cook potato and silverbeet tort with plenty of herbs.
Do the kids generally like silverbeet, or is it about they just don't know it?
I suspect that for a lot of children it's sort of the green they don't want to eat. And yet when we put it into a lovely flavoured pie like this, I've not seen a child who's refused it.
Look at this, kids. So you can jumble around all these benches.
Oh, Silverbeet.
Did you get some interesting stuff? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Everything down, hats underneath. You are better than contestants. And you'll be cooking along with Stephanie today. Stephanie, what are we cooking?
Potato and silverbeet tort.
What's a tort?
A tort is a fancy word for tart.
So where do we start? What do you do first?
Well, the first thing we do is make the crust, which is a very, very easy olive oil pastry. Just a little bit of plain flour and salt. Add to it in one fell swoop cold water with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Now, that's pretty easy. Just give it a little bit of a knead for a moment.
That's an easy dough, isn't it?
Easy dough, really easy.
Okay, so that beautiful dough is now all ready, and that pastry needs to sit around somewhere or other for about half an hour to rest before we roll it.
Cool. Let that rest.
And then we get on and do the filling. So the first thing is an onion.
Start chopping up, guys. So just watch your fingers, guys.
Put the onion in there, and then we take the silver beet.
Who eats silver beet? Hands up. Who likes it?
Oh, I should think
And
so.
who doesn't like it? Okay, all right, so it's kind of 50-50, that's cool.
And I'm putting one leaf on top of the other so that I can roll it up like a little parcel.
Now be very careful. No, slower, go slower.
You got to see the chopping over here, how good it is.
Fingers out of the way, it's beautiful.
Yep, great job.
How are you going, kids? You keeping up with Stephanie? Are you being careful with the knife? Show me, who's got 10 fingers? Good, that's something you got to have at the end. What do we do next?
We've
You want
got
to cook
some
the...
grated mozzarella and potatoes that have been cooked, cut into bite-sized pieces. Then we need some parsley from the garden. Silver beet can go into there too now. The only thing that's not in there now is an egg.
Kids, when you've got your potato, your parsley, your silver beet and your cheese all in a bowl, crack an egg and mix it through. George, are you keeping up?
No, we're not. That's why I have to come
what's
over
going on?
and just double check what's
George,
going
you're
on in
supposed-
here.
George, you're supposed to be in charge of these
an
kids.
absolute-
What, there's mayhem.
It's mayhem.
You haven't mixed...
Okay, so we need to put our cheese in here.
All in together.
Yep, the onion with the cheese and the silver beet. So get the cheese.
And the silver beet.
Put it... And that onion.
So we need the silver beet in there.
So, Stephanie, here's your pastry, beautifully rested for 20 minutes.
Lovely.
So basically, you're going to roll out 2 different discs, one slightly larger than the other, and then put the smaller one on top.
And this pastry must be rolled thin.
We've got a rolling pin.
It looks like making a pizza, but you can cook it in an oven. It's going to get crispy on the bottom.
And it's going to go a bit bubbly. He's pinched our rolling pin.
No, he does that.
Right, who needs a rolling pin? Everyone got one? Yep.
Madam, the filling. That's beautiful.
So like that. Doing good.
Is the idea to totally enclose this filling with the pastry so it steams on the inside?
Were we supposed to keep some for the top?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, we didn't keep any for the top.
We're going to have to improvise, guys.
Yeah, we're all improvising. We're making a pasty.
Now, I usually brush the top with a little bit of olive oil
So what are the holes for?
to let the steam out because it does rise up.
So in terms of oven temperature?
Hot oven, 200 degrees, around about 25 minutes.
So kids, here's Stephanie Alexander's silver beet and potato torta. Tell me, what do yours look like?
They're pasties.
Oh, they're brilliant. That's great. What do you reckon, Stephanie, in the
I
oven?
think that's pretty good. And I'm putting this in the oven.
Nice.
Right, I think we should put ours in the oven too. Bring them up to Matt. Take them up to Uncle Matt and he'll pop them in the oven, yeah?
That's beautiful.
I've never seen so much mess.
Smelling good, Stephanie.
I think it's done. Here we go. Look at this. Golden
What do
and
you reckon,
brown.
kids? Does that look good? Yeah? Does Stephanie's look better or do yours look better? What do you reckon? Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Oh. Now, it is often a good idea to cut these pies with a serrated knife because the little crust around the edge is quite hard.
And this pie can be eaten hot, straight from the oven.
And it's beautiful cold.
Right.
Lovely picnic food. I'd love it with a salad, some juicy tomatoes or a chutney or pickle.
That is absolutely stunning.
Right, shall we cut? Here, let me just cut in this.
Right, go. Who would have thought greens could taste so good? That's good. I like it. Have you noticed everybody's eating it? Wonderful.
Stephanie Alexander, thank you so much for proving to us that the combination of potatoes and silverbeet, two of the kind of the most underrated vegetables in our garden at this time of year, can make something as noble and beautiful as this tort.
Thank you so much, everybody. You've done a fabulous job.
Cheers, Stephanie.
Who makes pancakes? Me! Yeah, I make pancakes. I'm going to show you how to make what my mum showed me how to make, which was thin pancakes. We used to have pancakes, lemon and sugar. We're going to make the perfect pancake. Actually, can I have a couple of people to help? Well, these two people, you can go up that end. And these two guys, you can come up this end. See if you can remember this recipe. 1 cup of flour. And we sieve that so it's nice and light. There's some sugar. You can put the sugar in the small bowl.
Small bowl.
And then 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. For every cup of flour, 2 cups of milk, right? So we're just going to whisk that together. So now we've got sugar, eggs, and milk. That's perfect. Right, I'm going to show you how to put this in. I want you to pour a little bit of that in there. A good drizzle. I'll tell you when to stop. More. That now. Right, and what you do is you whisk it in the middle, and see I'm going around just in the middle? Yep. And then slowly my whisking circles get bigger and bigger, and I start to bring the flour in from down the outside. Can you see what's happening? See, it's getting thicker. What's really important, it's smooth. See how smooth that is? This is how you get a really smooth batter. Now all you've got to do is mix the rest of that in there. Boom. We're doing good. How easy is this?
Easy.
And how cheap is this? Just flour and milk and eggs. Okay. The last bit is about 3 tablespoonfuls of melted butter, which we've heated up so it goes all nutty and brown. It's called nut brown butter. We're going to drizzle that in. And what that does, it makes the pancakes nice and moist. And then that's it. That is thin pancake mixture. Here, you can tip some of that in there if you want. You must rest your pancake mixture for about half an hour. Needs a little sleep, little lie down, and it can have a lie down in the fridge. You're gonna watch this bit? The reason I'm using spray oil, it's really light, okay? So it makes a very thin film of oil, okay? Because otherwise, maybe a little bit too much. And then I want a low gas, so nice and low, like that. And then what we do is we take a ladle full of mixture and we pour it at the top of the pan, and then you swirl it round, like that. We've got to cook those until you can see the edge of the pancake is set. See how this one's set? And this one is starting to set too. And we want it to go a lovely golden brown. Right, ready for a flip? Because they're very delicate and thin, I use my fingers to turn them over, like this. And then you just wipe your oily hands over your shirt. It's good. Now, this is really important, and this is when my mum used to make pancakes, right? Lots of sugar, because sugar's really good for you, bad for you? I can't remember. So 1 thin pancake, yeah? A little bit more sugar. And then lemon juice. Oh my goodness. Fold them up into...
Are they flat pancakes?
Yes.
Like thin pancakes?
Yes.
Hey? Yeah. So are they your perfect pancakes?
They are my perfect pancakes.
That's very interesting,
I never
Gary.
make pancakes any other way.
I think Gary's lying just a little bit because in his book, The Truth, there's no flat pancakes.
What? Oh,
It's
they're
got the
thick pancakes.
I don't get
Oh,
it.
there's
I'm
another one.
confused.
I'm reading
I'm
your...
confused.
I'm reading your book here,
I'm
and I've got...
confused.
This is your perfect pancake, and it's like a Canadian pancake.
Let me see.
It's totally different.
No, what's
which
that?
is lovely for soaking up maple syrup.
Oh, gosh. Who cares? As long as it tastes good, yeah?
I better keep going. You sprinkle some sugar.
Can we hand them out?
Yeah, why not?
What a fantastic masterclass. We've learned loads of stuff, but most importantly, let's eat more pancakes.
Next time,
Buongiorno.
it's Italian week as the contestants cook for one hell of a mob.
You're going to be cooking for maybe a few thousand people.
And to help us get down to business, the godfather of gastronomy.
Antonio Carluccio!
But before our Italian love affair begins, it's arrivederci to two key players.
We need to ask you to retire from the competition right here and right now.
What the hell?
And there's no love lost on Lygon Street.
Read the recipe, mate.
I have, man.
Yeah, what does it say?
All right. I could feel the ship going down, but I couldn't save it.
But it's the flavours of Italy that win everyone over.
Grazie mille.